From the Season 11 finale promising to be full of action, to Taylor Kinney taking a leave of absence from the show, here are the fresh details for Chicago Fire Season 12. Yes, I have some exciting news for Chi-Hards. All shows in the One Chicago family, Chicago Med, Chicago Fire, and Chicago PD, have been renewed for the 2023-2024 season. Before jumping into Chicago Fire's new season, let us recap Season 11. While we're still waiting on its final episode, it's time to gear up for an action-packed season finale. It's all set to feature life-changing news, show characters pondering over their futures, and some going through life or death situations. NBC has recently confirmed that the One Chicago shows will return to its lineup in May, with the current season's finale to air on Wednesday, May 24th. So how did Season 11 go so far? Not the happiest, as fans have been suggesting that the show should be sent a therapy bill after the season. The NBC drama threw some heavy storylines at its viewers, shocking them with the death of Violet's boyfriend, paramedic field chief Evan Hawkins, in the third episode of Season 11. Then the fans and Firehouse crew went through another emotional turmoil when Herman's loving wife and the mother of his 5 children was diagnosed with lung cancer. Not only that, there's been plenty of other heartbreaking stuff too, like relationship strife for both Sylvie and Stella. While I understand that TV dramas are always looking for conflict and obstacles to fuel storylines, is it too much to ask for some good to happen to our beloved characters? I mean, we could use some smiles, after all the bummer stories that wrecked our hearts this season. And it's not even the end yet. The final episode of Season 11 promises to be an eventful one that'll keep fans waiting for Season 12 all summer long. What can Chi-Hards expect from this year's finale? The official finale synopsis information given by NBC states Brett waits for life-changing news. Herman encounters a psychic with a grave warning on a call. Kid finds a new lead on the Homeland Security case. It seems like we're in for a wild ride. Several running plot lines need to be resolved before the year ends. If I had to say what the biggest mystery of the year has been so far, it'd be Severide's status at Chicago Fire's Firehouse 51, and whether there's still a chance that Kinney will return. After the finale, the show will take its usual summer hiatus, before making a return in the fall season with a batch of new episodes. Looks like we won't have to wait that long for the new season. Not everything has been revealed yet, but Season 12 promises to keep us on our toes. The premiere date hasn't been announced, but you can expect the show to return sometime in fall as always. Dick Wolf, the creator of One Chicago, said in a statement that he was pleased to continue his 4-decade relationship with Universal Television and NBC. All of his shows were picked up again, and that was the ultimate accolade to his incredible cast, producers, and writers. He also thanked his loyal fans who had kept their NBC shows on the air for a cumulative 84 seasons. That's a testament to his hard work, I must say. While fans are thrilled for Season 12, it appears as though strings will be attached. The biggest change has to do with the budget, which will result in some major changes, such as fewer episodes than usual in the new season. Considering the budget cuts, it has been rumored that the episode count might be reduced from the usual 20 to 22 episodes to 18 to 20. According to Deadline, the franchise's producers Universal Television and Wolf Entertainment have agreed with NBC that while the shows will air for another season, the main cast will appear in fewer episodes. The outlet stated that the episodic guarantees, which is the number of episodic fees each series regular is entitled to per season, were negotiated and reduced. And just when he thought things couldn't change more, there might be differences in the cast too. Yep, the new season will reduce appearances from the main cast. That's a bummer. Imagine not getting to see your favorite characters on your beloved show. That hurts right in the feels. Since the firefighting show has been on the air for more than a decade, it costs a lot more money than relatively new shows. So it makes sense that NBC is making budget cuts, and they're not only doing this with Chicago Fire, but also Law & Order. But don't worry, all this means is that the show's writers will employ some clever tricks and storytelling tactics to keep secondary characters out of some episodes. That doesn't sound too bad, does it? Long-running characters will be expected to miss 3 to 4 episodes as a result. There will be instances where characters will be presented at the 51 but not seen on screen, or moments where secondary characters are mentioned by the main cast, but they won't be shown in the show themselves. True, it'll demand some craftiness from the creative team, but hey, I've got full faith they can pull it off and make sure the show flows naturally. Lisa Katz, the president of scripted programming at NBC Universal and Streaming, confirmed this in a statement. by saying she understands the emotional connection their audience has with the characters, and she can't wait to bring more of their stories to the forefront in the new season. She also thanked Dick and his wonderful team, who are masters of producing incredibly compelling television every week, that had gotten viewers hooked on their screens, including me. This brings us to the question, who'll be in the Season 12 cast? That's a tricky question to answer. While we haven't had any major cast announcements yet, you'll be delighted to hear that fan favorite Matt Casey, played by Jesse Spencer, who made a guest appearance in Season 11, Episode 18, might come back as a series regular. His appearance was for just one episode, but it has left Chaihards begging and hoping for more. Spencer is all in for the idea himself, telling NBC Insider that the idea when he left the show was that if it was appropriate and it'd work with the storyline the writers wanted, he'd be open to coming back. The storyline in episode 18 did suggest that Casey was eyeing whether he could move back to 51, potentially rekindle his relationship with Brett, Kara Kilmer, and start the fire again. This is all just a possibility right now, and Spencer is throwing it to the gods to see what they say. While I'm excited to see him, there are some characters we may have to say goodbye to though. With the show entering a new era, will Herman and Kid be leaving the show? There's no denying the fact that Christopher Herman is one of the hearts and souls of the show. He has been part of the cast since the pilot, and when he's not there, it's hard not to notice. The chemotherapy treatments for his wife have been taking a toll on him, and this could be a way the writers make him step away from the 51 to fully focus on his wife and kids. The absence shouldn't be too long, but if the writing team wants to limit the on-screen time of some characters, this seems like something they can pick on. On the topic of Kid, many fans think that she'll probably become pregnant within the next season, which could mark a massive step for both her and Severide. Nothing has been confirmed yet, but Kid did make an interesting remark to Cruz about children, so this might be what she means. If Kid does become pregnant, this could be an easy way to rule her out for a few episodes. And in this way, the writers can kill two birds with one stone, making Severide miss from 51 for the same reason. It breaks my heart to reveal this, but Taylor Kinney may not make it to Season 12. The actor plays Lieutenant Kelly Severide in the drama, and he stepped away from the drama at the beginning of 2023 to deal with a personal matter. His character Kelly has since been written out of the show for Season 11, with the 41-year-old's last appearance in an episode in March. In his last episode, Severide left the Windy City for a prestigious OFI training camp in Alabama. The longtime Chicago Fire star may have made his first red carpet appearance since he left the show. But right now, neither Taylor nor the show has revealed when we can expect to see him back. Even if he comes back for the Season 11 finale, the writers will be faced with the tricky task of figuring out how to exclude the characters for a handful of episodes in Season 12. As for the rest of the cast, fans should expect and hope for Joe Minoso as Joe Cruz, Eamon Walker as Wallace Bowden, Kristen Stolt as Randall McHolland, and many of the previous characters to return. So there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. From Taylor Kinney taking a leave of absence from the show, to the Season 11 finale promising to be full of action, those are the Chicago Fire Season 12 fresh details revealed.